Hey, Team Microlocs, welcome back to my channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. We have an amazing topic to discuss today, a little bit controversial, but I think you all are going to enjoy it. Remember to comment after the end of this video what you think. Have you ever felt like there was so much negativity in the Microloc world? Have you ever felt like you really were restricted? You couldn't do much with your Microlocs. It was either do this or don't do that. I'm here to help you get unstuck. I'm here to help you sort through all of the murky details of getting Microlocs. We're going to be discussing today what the naysayers want you to believe. Stay tuned. Let's get into it. So, there are lots of people in this industry right now that has a lot to say about Microlocs based off of their own personal experience or based off of their professional experience. Mind you, all professionals haven't done all methods of Microlocs. All professionals haven't done all types of hair. Only if you've been in this industry for a very, very long time, which up until this point, there are just a handful of people that have really, really been in this Microloc game for a really long time. This doesn't include my Sisterlocs folks out there because Sisterlocs have been around since the 90s. But we're talking about Microlocs that have rapidly evolved over the past 2 decades. And I'm here to give you some details to help you work through and sort through some of the things that naysayers have been mentioning about what you can and cannot do with your Microlocs. I think it's going to help you a lot along your Microloc journey. Stay tuned for more. I hope you watch all the way to the end. Some of the things that naysayers, you may hear out there, naysayers will say is that you can only do Microlocs, or the best way to go about doing Microlocs is using the interlocking method. This is simply not true. And it's not an opinion, it's not hearsay, it's not, everyone has their own opinion or their own suggestion. This is fundamentally incorrect. There are certain things that you can say or do in the Microloc world that it's just up to you. It's just based off of your preference. It's just an opinion. But this specific thing is incorrect, and it's not factual that Microlocs cannot be created several different ways. It's just not factual because it's been debunked, it's been proven. There are lots of women out here wearing their hair, started their locks with using different methods, and now their locks are gorgeous and healthy. So let's just debunk that. Let's just go ahead and throw that in the trash for all of the naysayers that are saying, you can't do certain things with your locks. The number one thing is that is popular in the industry right now is that they're saying that you cannot create your Microlocs using different methods. For example, twist locks, micro braid locks, micro lock extensions. There's lots of murkiness around that, where some people may say that no, it's just not incorrect, it's not properly, you won't create proper Microlocs. Microlocs is supposed to only be interlock. This is just not factual. This is just maybe whoever is saying it, the naysayers that are saying it, they are not trained in other methods of Microlocs. And that's okay. Everyone that is not trained in a certain thing, it's best to level up and train yourself or get some training in other techniques so that you have factual information. I know this for a fact because I've taught it over and over in my class. My students have executed different methods of Microlocs over and over, very, very successfully. So it's possible. Okay, so let's stop the naysayers. Help me stop the naysayers from ruining your Microloc journey, because I don't want you to feel stuck where, you feel like you can't do this method, you can't do that method, you have to be confined into a box. some of the reasons that a lot of different methods evolved when microlocs started to really pick up speed in the early 2000s is because women just wanted different options. Women wanted different options for their hair. They did not want to sit for 3, 4, 5 days doing the interlocking method. As I said, the sister lock method predates microlocs in a sense. The microlocs that we have right now, where it's interlocked at the base, it predates microlocs because sister locks was, they had a specific brand, a specific system everyone was trying to hold a light to, and everyone was trying to subscribe to that. But there were some women that just did not want to have the plug chicken look. They did not want to have to sit for, a really long time to get their install done. And because of that, some stylists started to develop other ways of creating microlocs, me being one of them, experimenting with twists way back in the day. So this is not recent. So when the naysayers started to say, oh, you can't do it this way about 4 or 5 years ago, I was like, negative, because I've definitely been doing this method for almost 15 years at this point. So I knew it was possible. I knew that it could be done. The methods could be executed in different ways. There are 5 ways of creating microlocs, by the way. There are twists, micro twist locks with your own hair, micro braid locks, micro interlocks, micro comb coils, and micro lock extensions. Micro lock extensions are a little bit more recent technique. I would say in the past 5 to 8 years, people have been experimenting with doing microlocs with extensions and doing different things with extensions. And some people have been very successful. Some individuals have executed that method seamlessly, and their clients have transitioned into beautiful looking locks seamlessly. So it's very possible to do microlocs with those 5 methods. As long as you understand the technique and you understand the method and you are well trained in those methods, you can execute them flawlessly. So stop letting these naysayers ruin your microloc journey, period. Another thing that naysayers may mention to say that you just cannot do this with your microlocs, it's forbidden. I'm silly. It's forbidden. Another thing is that you cannot do protective styling over your microlocs. You can absolutely do protective styling over your microlocs. You just cannot overdo it. You can't overdo it. You cannot, don't get stuck into doing a lot of braiding, a lot of weaves, a lot of wigs. Remember, you started this microloc journey so that you can have some sort of freedom with your natural hair and your natural locks. So you don't want to get into the habit of, getting stuck in protective braids or protective styles just because you're still not confident or you feel like you're going through some ugly phase or ugly stage. As far as I'm concerned, there's no ugly stage when it comes to microlocs. All stage is beautiful, even if you start off with only like 2 inches of hair and you are almost bald headed. You have to wear it, sis. You have to be confident. You have to know that you are beautiful just how God created you, and just walk in your beauty and be confident. And at the end of the day, just accessorize, earrings, outfits, dress it up, dress it down. Just be free. But absolutely, the naysayers are saying that you cannot put braids on top of your microlocs. You cannot wear weaves or wigs or anything like that. I am here to tell you that that is not true. Don't let anyone ruin your microloc journey. It is your journey. You can do those things. You can wear head wraps, you can wear a wig, you can wear a weave, you can wear braids. Now, am I absolutely 100% sold on all of those things for, let's say, if I was talking to my client? Absolutely not. Especially the weaves, especially when it comes to lace fronts where you have to use that got to be glue and glue down that front hairline. And then when you take off that frontal, it's like you have 2 different skin tones going on. Y'all know what I'm talking about, frontal girls. You got like a whole light-skinned forehead and like a... Anyways, y'all know what I'm talking about. When it gets to that point where your edges is a different skin tone than your face because you wear that frontal so much and you have microlocs, you are now disrespecting your journey. It's just becoming disrespectful. Put the frontal wig down and the frontal weaves down. Let it rest a little bit. Enjoy your journey. Let some air flow through your scalp and have a good day and enjoy your journey. So, when it gets to the point of excessiveness and is overused, then, I would say put it down, walk in your journey, walk in your power, and, just be beautiful just how you are. You don't have to overdo it. Okay. So the naysayers are saying you are only supposed to do interlocks. That's the only way to do it. That's the only beautiful way. That's wrong. Number one. Number two, they're saying you cannot do protective styling over your locks, and that's also incorrect. So I'm here to encourage you. I'm here to help you along your journey. I'm sure I'm going to come up with a lot more of what the naysayers have said, and I'm going to have to address it in another video. But those are the two most popular ones that I have heard as of recently, and I wanted to let you all know that, don't let anyone ruin your microloc journey. Once you get your hair done, it's your hair. You paid a lot of money. You invested a lot of coins in getting your microlocs done. It's your journey. Enjoy it the way you see fit. But I will warn you, I will pre-warn you that if you overdo it, especially while your locks are in the maturation stages, it can be very detrimental to your locks. You can be harmful to your locks. So just don't overdo it, okay? Do a little cute thing here or there, little box braids, a little whatever it is that you want to do, a little lace front, on occasion for an event, but don't live in that for the first year of your microlocs. I promise you it will not be a good look for you. So I hope this video helps you. I hope you've received some value from it. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Until the next time, let's be about the business of microlocs.